Hey guys, Tyrip here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are crossing in the woods. Today spawning in the south, we've got Meliodas playing his US forces, straight away locking into Airborne. Teaming up with him is Seeking, playing his Brits, who has Royal Engineers, Commandos, and Tactical Support. Facing off against them, we have Fire and Terror, playing as Ostheer, who has Fish-Strung Armour, Assault Support, and Jaeger Infantry. And finally, Olvadi, playing as COH2, straight away locking into Elite Armour. In terms of ranks, Axis around rank 80, I think, range team. Random team here, Meliodas around rank 170, and Seeking around rank 20. Yeah, around rank 20. Okay, got a universal carrier coming in for Seeking. Can be such a lethal weapon on this map. Nowhere to hide from it. Especially in a 2v2 scenario where you just box into half a map. Such a small map for 2v2s. Makes it very, very strong for the UC. And we see us sneak around the side here from these piles, but they took quite a lot of damage on their way in. I don't know if he's going to be terribly successful in holding that. The machine gun moves forwards, gets enough damage on the UC to kind of force it away. Back on the other side, Sternpire is a little bit overextending against these riflemen. Could potentially go down if he gets a little bit of bad RNG, but very, very close call. Does end up getting out of there. The machine gun going to look for some rear hits. Tommy's coming around the corner. Interesting, just coming in from every angle. Looks like the Pyos end up chasing away Tommies there. And for 3 Tommies to back up the UC, so slightly delaying his tick. And he's going for a Vickers now. He's coming in from multiple angles, making it a little bit tricky for this MG42. But if it gets a good burst in here, could potentially knock out the UC. Not quite getting any hits in here, but now it is. UC pulling back, no repairs for that yet, doesn't have the munitions for that either. Quite yet at least. But ultimately, Fire and Terror, does come over here, secure the fuel. So averting a complete disaster on that side, and in fact now Axis with double fuel control. Looking pretty good for them. Finally gets some munitions, activates the crew repair. And here comes the 221 on the other side of the map for Olvadi. For 3 squads into the 221. Question is, how will he progress from here? Will he go for the mid HQ? Try to go for the fast 223, or we go for the mech HQ. Try combo this into a fast Lux or Puma. G42 set up in the building, tough to deal with. Seeking actually going for another squad of Tommies, very strange. Usually at this point you get a squad of Royal Engineers, maybe a sniper. It goes for another squad of Tommies. You see moving into the middle. Oh boy, they are wide in there. Maybe he cancels that wire. Nope, they're dead. Tightrope special right there. Tommy's coming in from multiple angles, and the heavy cover giving them enough staying power to inflict some damage on the MG42 here. So much so that it needs to get out. He activates the AP ammo instead, and now that's enough. Close call though for the MG42. He's just looking for the wipe, not quite gonna happen. Just gets out of range. Back on the other side, Meliodas has gone for the captain. Slightly unusual.
HMG are available for paradrop.
222 coming in for fire and terror. He did indeed go for a fast mid-HQ into the 223. Makes it so much more resilient against the small arms damage here. Now sneaking down the far side. Ooh. Bit of a rifle nade, but Seeking was already on the move, doesn't connect. And finally the Allies getting control of the fuel, but they've been without fuel for a very long time. A slightly tough start in that department. 222 charging straight down the middle, looking for the universal carrier. No Royal Engineers for the snare, no AT gun. It's going to be hard to keep the UC alive here. 222 activating prioritized vehicles. And he's just given up with the universal carrier here. But yeah, you see the consequences here of the slightly slow start leading to a slow AEC. No Royal Engineers to threaten the snare. That's a shame to lose the universal carrier like that. So good at trading long range against these grenadiers.
Heavy armored car ready.
And there we go, AEC coming out, not too far off time.
Ready for action.
Good to go 222 hunting potentially. We do have a Jaeger command squad from Fire and Terror. He's gone for Jaeger infantry, that means. And here we go, he's just diving straight on in there. Sprinting forwards with this squad, looking for the snare, doesn't get it, no. AEC just going to do some light damage here with its machine gun. Meanwhile, we do have an AT gun out from Meliodas. Should be good at zoning out the 223. He's coming in with it though, in front of the 50 cal as well. Looks like he airdropped that in. Oh boy. Luckily the AT gun's slightly too far back here from Meliodas. Otherwise, I would have gone down there. One AT gun shot from that amount of health. Coming out of ambush camouflage here. MG42 getting a good dose of suppression in, but dropping in the Commandos on the rear. Looking for a bit of a flank here. Not closing the distance on the squad. Needs to with the Commandos. Being picked apart by the Jaeger command squad at this mid-range. Looks like maybe he wants to reinforce off the glider. Now starting to close the distance, but they're taking so much damage. Cheeky light gammon bomb there.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And yeah, still continuing to reinforce off this glider, making full use of that 222, sticking around, trying to kill the glider. And because of that, he's going to lose the 222. Does knock out the glider, but that is not a good trade.
The enemy is inflicting losses upon us.
Coming out from Fire and Terror, but a little bit too late. Doesn't even get one shot off there. Meanwhile, I don't know what happened over here, but a complete collapse from Meliodas, and his AT gun gets decruised. Comes through for the steal on that. Will the rifleman be able to stop that? Doesn't look like it. Or maybe. Oh, decides to stop the chase right as he potentially could have got the kill there. Oh, he does end up getting the decrew as they cross the river, but we've got a machine gun back there. So we should be able to regather that. There we go. Big blow to Meliodas there. I don't know how that happened. But that is extremely bad.
AEC ready to move.
No 5-man upgrade yet from Seeking. A little bit strange. Para dropping in an AT gun.
Get ready, guys.
Generally, I don't think it's that worthwhile. Better to save your munitions. Suppose he still had enough for some M1919s, so not the end of the world. But generally, you know, you save like a tiny bit of manpower doing it this way, but not really worth it. This artillery dropped on the MG42, but he runs right on by it. And yeah, no 5-man upgrade, no weapon upgrades. Doesn't even have many squads with the medic upgrade. So these Tommies are falling apart right now. Not performing well at all against the now G43 equipped Grenadiers. And Commandos coming in on the flank, throws a grenade. He might get the wipe here. Commandos still on the charge. In comes the Jaeger command squad though. Looking for the wipe on these G43 Grens. Does he have the staying power? Gets the wipe on the pack. And that allows AC to come back in. Goes for the recrew. Trying to clear the arc. Doesn't get a shot off with it quite. Gonna get a Faust in. But pack doesn't quite get a shot in. And gets decrewed by the super low health Tommy squad. As he makes away. He should have closed the distance a lot earlier with that Jaeger command squad. Now has to just retreat. He made it into the cover there. He might have been able to win that engagement. Pyos managed to regather the AT gun, so salvaging a bad situation there. But overall, Fire and Terror just took a pounding. Looks like Meliodas has fought back valiantly on his side as well, gathering control of the fuel now. He's got his AT gun in a good position. Counter the 223. Oof. He's trying to crawl out and get free of that suppression. Decal, not quite in the right position here. But MG34 coming forwards aggressively could very easily get flanked by these riflemen. In fact, may even get decrewed here. Needs to chase forwards with the rifles. No, doesn't even need to. Gets a lucky wipe on that anyway. And there we go, Olvadi pulling back. Is the MG in range of the Shredder? Doesn't even matter. Maybe if it was spun around the other way. Just outside the range indicator, but the flak base, you know, can shoot a little bit further than the range indicator. Especially if it's facing the right direction. In this case it is not. So the MG34 gets stolen. And just generally you do want to try and face the gun towards the enemy so it doesn't have to rotate before it starts firing at them. Good dodge on the rifle grenade. Still these Tommies very low on health. I'm going to drop models quickly here. Now he's got the 5-man upgrade. He's going to fight a lot more evenly against the Grenadiers. Rifle grenade in. Really good dodge. Looks like somehow these Grenadiers don't have sight, so they're not contributing in this fight at all. Which means Seeking doing very well in the fight. Here goes the Jaeger command squad. On the side. Took quite a lot of damage on the way in though from those two Tommies. Maybe get the wipe here though if he's a little bit lucky. No, that one model very, very healthy. Oh boy, and Pack slightly overextended. Gets decrewed on the river. Machine gun not quite in position to cover it here either. And now the Jaeger command squad goes down as well. And after such a strong start from the Axis, man, what a turnaround here. They are really struggling. Maybe not for long. 50 cal could be in trouble here. In comes 223 looking for the wipe. The T-gun packing up, trying to get out. Tier 3 down for Fire and Terror, get himself out in Panzer 4. Olvadi also around the timing where he could get a tank, just needs the manpower. He does have double AT guns, so whatever Meliodas gets, it's going to be up against the double AT guns straight away. Tall task. But a similar story from Olvadi, you know, he is struggling a little bit fighting against the double machine guns now and the M1919 Paras. Guess that's why he felt the need to go for the Obus, alter his anti-infantry forces a little bit. Because yeah, he is not having a good time out on this side of the map. And it's around that timing where you could consider just plonking 223 down on a point, making use of its enhanced resource gathering. Okay, Panzer IV coming out to the far side, going for the US Forces player. Maybe. There's a squad in the middle. No. Faust there. Oh, and friendly fire from the Panzer IV as well. Bad start there for Fire and Terror. Okay, Panzer IV now coming out. Strong cover, getting rid of that barbed wire. Nice touch. Oh, P4 run the gauntlet, trying to get a flank on this M1, looking for the kill. And looks like he is going to get it. Here comes the AC from the other side, same with the stolen pack. But, oh, uses the treat shot now, pack's pushing forwards. And that is probably going to be into that Panzer IV. Did get the kill on that, not very lucky. Pack misses, AC bounces. Oh, AC not so lucky, ends up going down there. Extremely lucky there. As for escaping. Comes to Jackson, looking for some cleanup, manages to decrew the Raketten. Needs to get the snare on the Panzer IV now, so the Jackson can finish the job. And there we go. Panzer IV goes down, the OKW variant as well, a little bit more expensive. 223 coming back in, risky stuff. Jackson's still nearby. The flak base saving the day, preventing the stolen M1 from getting killed or decrewed. Killed or stolen. Now, speaking of getting killed and stolen, Fire and Terror taking back his pack. Oh, maybe not for long. In come Commandos. Giving the wipe on that squad. Commandos getting very low though. Up in the retreat now. But there's a lot of Tommies into the retreat path. Fresh. Big command squad. Just to be careful, outnumbered this heavily. Just going to bleed manpower. Oh, here comes the P4, gets a really good hit there. The pack is going to make it to safety. And that means no AT gun. Oh boy, but in comes the Cromwell. It's 2 penetrating hits here to get the kill. It's a tall task and that one bounces, but he's continuing the chase. Thought he would have disengaged. Decides to disengage a little bit late, but still should be able to get away safely here. I say a little bit late because, you know, if there's a Grenadier hiding behind here with the Faust and 2 AT guns nearby, very easily could have lost the Cromwell to a little bit of follow-up by chasing that a little bit further there. After he saw that bounce, no chance he's going to get 2 more shots on the Panzer IV safely, should have just disengaged. But ends up working out fine on this occasion. So yeah, trading blows, but overall, taking a look at the army size, you can see the Allies quite far ahead right now. Meliodas specifically close to his popcat limit. He picked himself up at Sherman. Backs around the corner before the M1 gets any return fire off. We've got double overs up here. But they get hit by the suppression from the 50. Still no weapon racks for Meliodas, so Rifleman not super strong at the moment. And then comes the Sherman coming around the corner. Raketing Vout's face, so does the M1. This could be death. No smoke from Meliodas. But luckily, I think those trees blocking the Raketing from a follow-up shot.
We now stand at 300 points.
P4 coming through the middle. Cromwell decides not to push his luck. Oh, goes for a crush. 3 Commando models down just like that. Looking for the white. Does not get it. And Cromwell not having a good day. Bouncing so many shots on that Panzer IV. And us calling in a major recon pass there. Seeking remarking on his bad luck so far. Cromwell coming in, maybe looking for the Pack D crew. Pack very, very low here. Big rifle nade. Section in trouble. Gonna make it home. And the machine gun getting some crucial suppression in there, saving the pack. But on the other side, Meliodas really getting aggressive here. So be careful with this AT gun positioning. The flak base should keep things safe and sound here though. Jackson connecting. Infantry trying to get the D crew on these AT guns. Could use the smoke here potentially. Calling in the major artillery it looks like. And one of the AT gun sets decrewed. Jackson one shot from death. Major artillery starting to fall. Jackson goes down though. To the M1. Sherman also getting a little bit low now. It's going to get it out alive though. Oh boy, P4 coming in. Looking for the kill on this, but Cromwell coming around the corner, and this time he penetrates, but it's not quite enough damage. He must have done a tiny bit of repairs on that, so he doesn't get the kill. Mortar cover in the back, preventing any more units coming through for fire and terror. Cromwell coming through. Oh, bouncing another crucial hit there. P4 coming forwards. He's on prioritized vehicles. P4 misses. Cromwell bounces. Oh boy, this is a comedy. P4 connects. Cromwell bounces again. Oh, and this time the P4 connects. And the Cromwell goes down. Extremely bad luck there for Seeking. Bouncing so many shots in a row. And now the AT gun going to get destroyed here. Shame that Meliodas didn't have his Jackson anymore. Could have come over to assist and got the kill there. Sherman also a little bit too low to bring over safely. But that was a big blow. Seeking now down in the dumps. Not much remaining. Similar story here. Meliodas threw a little bit too much with this push. Just charging in. Didn't get too much done. Now losing the fighting position on the far side. Axis look poised to take control of both fuels once again. VPs. Axis are a little bit behind, about 100 VPs. But still pretty close. Seeking has gone hammer. Looks like he's going for Comet next. And Rifleman find the AT gun slightly too far forwards here. It's the D crew now calling in the P-47s to clear off the Panzer IV. And maybe going to be able to regather the AT gun here. Receives some good damage. Activates the anti-air mode on the Schreer. But that does mean that it can't shoot back at ground units, doesn't it? Maybe that's when it's on cooldown that it can't. There's quite a lot of damage to the 223 there. Smokes it, tries to get out. Oh, and he's dropping some base howitzer fire. And there we go. The P-47s actually finish off the 223. Do a little bit of damage to Schwer there. Oh, P4's doing some damage on the other side though. Kill here on the Royal Engineers, and they get it. Comet in production now, but not gonna happen in time to save this double P4 raid. This artillery coming down, is that going to get the kill? Remember, he did go for hammer, not anvil, so didn't have the air bursts boosting the damage. And looks like it's not quite going to be enough to finish off the HQ. Sherman, yeah, has been sitting back here a very, very long time. Decrewed. Here we go, double P4s coming forwards. Looking for the kill here. Sherman trying to pull back, looking for some rear armor hits. 3 P4s. We've got an AT gun in a pretty good position for Meliodas. Needs to activate the AP ammo though. Still getting some good penetrations regardless. Has the Jackson coming in shortly, but not quite soon enough. What about the Comet coming across now? 1 P4 very low. The other P4 is sticking around looking for the kill on the M1. A whole bunch of riflemen going forwards. There's the Comet bouncing its first shot though. And P4 is on the move. Connecting on that occasion. Oh, should be engine damage on this one, not on both of them though. So 1 P4 is going to go down. Maybe even this one as well. He did keep it on the battlefield. No, pulls it back in time. Jackson getting aggressive here. So is the Panzer IV. Engine damage. Yep, snare coming in from this AT gun setting up. Oh, bounce. Needs one more shot to get the kill now because of that bounce from the M1. And Jackson's going to chase in for it. Raketen is there. Oh, Jackson decides to pull back at the worst possible time. Oh, luckily the Raketen missing. Comet going to go and finish the job. Looks like he's going for the crew grenade, decrewing the Raketen. And the emergency repairs bring that Panzer IV out of kill range. Good thinking there from Olvadi. Oh, hectic fighting there. But the Axis avoid losing too much. Not seeking stay though in terms of penetrations. And the Comet's struggling there. Those penetrations the Comet have, I think it's pretty high. I think it's about 170, isn't it?
The new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Rifle grenade, expecting the Commandos to be on that piece of heavy cover, but really they are on this piece of heavy cover. Here we go, get revealed. Gun bomb in. Retreats to dodge it. Good way to maintain control of the VPs though.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Good control there from Seeking. Going for an AT gun now, good choice. And gonna be a Stug from Fire and Terror. Position to return fire on the Jackson. Load us with just about enough for another P-47 rocket strike. Could be a big deal. And imagine if all these had bars, you know, that would have been at risk of getting wiped there, but instead makes it home. Oh boy, Comet exposing his rear armor briefly to the double Panzer IVs. Trying to keep this squad nearby for a snare, I think, but pulled back. The T-gun moving up now in support. And then will come the P-47s on the far side. Fire and Terror a little bit late reacting to this. Comet getting aggressive. The T-gun doesn't find anything for a while. But now finds the Stug. But the Comet in a nice position back there. P-47 should come through for another pass, maybe even knock out the Stug. Oh, they target this P4. Oh, and it's a pixel away from death. And then this P4, Comet comes in and it gets the kill on that one. All of the tanks extremely low here. If Meliodas comes across, he can finish all of this off with his Jackson. Seeking not going to overextend though. Obers comes through the middle, decrews his AT gun. He's not going to go too hard. It's very dropped there by the Panzer Commander. Too much. Comet's staying in. Pack nearby. Just for the snare, doesn't find it. Maybe should use the sprint forwards. I think he could have got it. He used that. Probably wouldn't have got the kill though. Just forced away for repairs. Oh, Commandos going forwards. Find the pack. Pack way too far forwards here for fire and terror. Commandos finally come off whole fire and should be able to decrew that very easily now. And that means that the Comet can come back in and do more damage. Is he going to steal it or is he going to kill it this time though? He's going to get it, and he's going to get it with the Commandos as well. Quite expensive. But yeah, big mistake there from Fire and Terror, pushing in with his pack like that. Must have forgot about it after the Grenadiers got forced away. Double Jacksons now. It's going to be tough for the Panzer IV. Looks like his HQ took a little bit more damage even. After rebuilding it. Well, did it even die? No, it didn't die, right? It's just 2-3 that died. Oh boy, there we go. Double Jacksons. Big 1-2 punch. Doesn't chase in for the kill, and the Obers clear out the stolen MG34. For back up. Going to do some more damage. Stug also just about back to full. But I feel like the Comet is just genuinely very good against Ostheer tier 3. There's enough armor to bounce the Stugs quite frequently. Enough penetration to even penetrate Panzer IV pretty reliably, even with the skirts. Double Jackson's trying to clear out the sandbags, maybe? Maybe even sniper over model. Lovely T-guns trying to work their way into position. Seeking has enough, just about, for another Comet, which I imagine is going to be his next choice. There you go, Ogre's getting chased away. It's a pretty large blob from Meliodas. He's done a good job keeping all of his squads alive so far. Not quite so good with his team weapon preservation, but squad preservation has been very strong. And yeah, there we go. You can't sit in front of a blob this large with your Raketten for long. Decrease that Raketten very fast. And it looks like he's thinking about pushing in, going for the HQ again with the double Jacksons. Back the other way, light artillery barrage trying to decrew the AT guns. Before blitzing in, looking for the rear of the Comet. Stug coming in from the other angle. Comet getting low. And a pack, no, that's a second Stug coming in from the other angle. Comet bounces a crucial blow, but ends up going down. That's too much firepower. Recrew on the AT gun. Before sticking around, wants to get the kill. AT gun just too close, can't quite get the shot off. Trying to reposition now. Double Stugs looking for the decrew on the pack. Jackson's coming across now to assist. It's going to happen sometimes in random teams, not quite as coordinated to assist your ally. But this could be big. Double Jacksons could finish the job on the low health Stug as well. Here we go. Oh, targets the wrong Stug first, but this one gets a main gun crit. In comes the Panzer IV from the other side. Jackson takes care of the critted one. Stug getting outmaneuvered. No turret, in trouble. Oh, and gets killed just before he gets the killing blow off on the Jackson. And now in comes the P4. Bounces a shot on the Jackson. Jackson does go down though. P4 looking for the kill here. Trying to recruit these AT guns in the back. P4 bounces, misses a crucial shot, and in comes the Comet to finish the job. And at the end of that, I feel like the Allies are way ahead. Going to recruit all these AT guns. Looks like a Raketin tried to dive through the middle to assist in that hectic armor engagement and end up being decrewed. I feel like the Allies are in a really good position after that. Much larger army sizes, but very close stuff. You know, if the P4 didn't bounce the shot on the Jackson, probably would have seen another dead Jackson in that engagement. And that would have made the game a much more even affair. But that will be changing in the next patch. With the Jackson's armor getting lowered so P4 can pin it at max range. Because those things do matter sometimes. KT for Olvadi going for the Panzer Commander. Good choice. He does have a formidable amount of anti-infantry, 3 obers. But only 1 Raketin is backup for the KT, so he's got to be a little bit cautious. Yeah, push through the middle, KT. Minor damage with the first shot. Attack ground maybe. Yeah, good work. Jackson coming in from the side though, getting a good hit. Triple obers. Used cautiously. Again connects with the Jackson. Triple obers come around the corner. King Tiger missing wildly. But this could be big. Triple obers. Oh boy. Oh, friendly fire. What is that? The kitten gets decrewed. I'm just trying to hold the line. Not coming through the middle, maybe trying to mop up the decrewed Raketin here. Can Tiger there though. Bounces the first shot on the Comet. Time connecting. Now, a little bit late, but the King Tiger activates the heat shells. Should guarantee penetration. And give them the bonus damage as well. Very helpful against things just like the Comet. Might phosphorus drop there. There we go. Really good hit from the King Tiger. Puts away those troops, but a little bit low on health after all of that. And now the points draining fast from the Axis triple cap. They're in a bit of trouble. Another Stug coming in for fire and terror. No dodge on that grenade. Could lose his vetted obers here. Yep, there they go. That's a big loss for Olvadi. Taking some pot shots here. Low on health now. Pulls back, but Pack in a bit of jeopardy. In come the Commandos. Machine gun sitting up in an awkward angle as well. And a grenade onto the machine gun now. It's decrewed. Ultimately, I think he just about could have soloed that with those Commandos, honestly. He plays cautiously, pulls back. Tiger back up to full. Oh, Stug! Push forwards. Runs into double AT guns. Now the Comet just needs to finish the job. Nope. AT gun max range. Knocks out the Stug. And yeah, that can happen. Run into double AT guns like that. Gone in the blink of an eye.
We're losing a capture point.
Axis though. Turn the VP count around. To against the Allies now. Kitten and Jackson getting some shots on the KT here. Infantry screening. Well, Kitten not getting any shots in return though.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
Could lose a squad here, especially as they cross the river. No. Very, very close call for seeking. And Jackson just blasting away at the KT. Raketen just not quite in range. Oh boy, Pack got decrewed up here. Looks like he's used grenades. Got grenade upgrades on his sections now, and it's making a big difference. Good rifle grenade though, back the other way. Pack so close to death. It's one more shot off. Comet gonna stay in here. Knows the Grenadiers don't want to recruit at 3 models, would lose the squad. Now 2 packs out here for fire and terror. And the Axis decide to throw in the towel. Well, that was an entertaining match. Good back and forth in the first 20 minutes or so. And even in the late game, you know. Some heroic armor plays. But it ends up going in favour of the slightly more defensive side, the Allies. Playing on their home court made a difference, you know, they're closer to their AT guns, more units and support. Ultimately won them the match. And once again we see Ostheer Tier 3 struggling in a team game, just the double AT guns or more, just picking off the tanks without much time to react. But overall fire and terror's preservation was not that good as well on top of that. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like good game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.